What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Some of you guys will know that we put out a compilation video of numerous streamers the other day, and the reason for that video was to highlight some of the clips that I get sent on a regular basis. I spent quite a bit of time going through the comments on that video, and there was a high percentage of people talking about how suspicious DIAZ BIFFLE is. So what we're going to do today, guys, we're going to take a look at some other clips of DIAZ BIFFLE and we're going to analyse them a little bit. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right. Let's crack on with the video. As always, guys, we come across to the channel first. DIAZ BIFFLE is a Twitch partner. He's got 218,000 followers. Let's go and analyse some of his gameplay now. A lot of you guys will know that DIAZ BIFFLE does play with FaZe swag very often. So this clip is something that I put out on TikTok a while back, and it's of DIAZ BIFFLE transferring from one enemy to another, but there seems to be quite a lot of snap in his transfer. We want to find out if he's just this good or if he's got something assisting his aim. It's not the best quality of clips because this was found on Twitter, but just watch the actual gameplay and then listen to Swag's reaction. And I understand the Swag's reaction was probably just banter between friends, but the fact that the thought of cheating crossed Swag's mind after watching it, even if it was just to joke about it, you've got to start asking questions. Let's take a look now.
That's bad.
Was crazy.
Wait, D looks like he's cheating. No bullshit. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's very simple, very straightforward, a very small clip. He transfers from the first enemy to the second one in what appears to be a millisecond. It was just snap from one enemy to the other. We could slow it down and analyse it again for you if you want to see it that way. We'll do that now. Okay, so even slowed down, you see the transfer, and it's very snappy. Is this guy just that good with the thumbsticks because he is on controller? Is he just that good that he can transfer like that? This was the first clip that I had ever seen of DIAZ BIFFLE where it looked suspicious, but for some reason they've started to pour in. So with the first one, benefits of the doubt. Second one, benefits of the doubt. Third one, keep an eye on him, and so on. I've got about 10 clips to show you today, guys, and we will be going through them all. So in that one, you see the quick transfer from enemy 1 to enemy 2, along with Swag's reaction talking about cheating. Let's go and take a look at the next clip now. Now in this one, it's the way in which he aims through a bush right across the way, and you just see the enemy as he moves to the right of the bush. You see that his aim has gone perfect onto the enemy. Now, I actually gave this clip the benefit of the doubt, again, like the first one, but because of the amount that we've been sent, I've put it in the video because, hey guys, even if this doesn't look like cheating, it's up to you guys to decide that. So we're going to take a look at it now. You will see him aim perfectly at the enemy. He breaks his aim away, moves to the right side of a tree, then he proceeds to actually whiff a couple of shots before killing the enemy. So again, the first part of it's suspicious, second part of it makes it less suspicious. Let's watch it now.
Geiger gives 25. Where'd you die from? Oh, shit. No, we gotta get rid of him then.
Your teammate was sent to the gulag.
I downed him. That guy's got the fucking beamer, you gotta full come.
Okay, that was it. Did you see that? We'll go back to the part now because I want to demonstrate it to you properly because you may not have seen it. It was very quick. There's a green marker over these ways here. There's an orange marker over that way. Where he aims to is on neither of those markers. He aims down sight here after peeking this tree, and on the map there is no knowledge whatsoever of an enemy being there, although the green marker on the minimap is probably to indicate that an enemy was over there. You can't see an enemy there, all you can see is leaves in front of him. But as he moves to the right, his aim is perfect on that enemy there, okay? So it's very, very quick, watch. You see, it's actually on the enemy perfectly. But then he goes behind this second tree here, and then has to recorrect his aim. Could that just have been that he aimed perfectly at the enemy? Could that be what it is? Or do you think there was an assist there? I gave this one the benefit of the doubt, like I've said, guys, because the way in which he has to correct his aim in the second instance and then he proceeds to actually whiff a couple of shots here as well. So for me, I gave that the benefit of the doubt. But this one, if you didn't see the second part where he actually shoots at him and you just see him aim through the bush at the enemy, that's very sus. But the fact that he has to correct his aim once he peeks the second tree, it just kind of makes it less sus. It's up to you guys to decide. Let's go on to the next clip now. This clip now is one that DIAZ BIFFLE actually put on Twitter himself with something along the lines of, "This is why people think I cheat." So we're going to watch it now and see why people think he cheats. Let's take a look.
It's weekend, dude.
Yeah, he can crawl back to you.
Maybe. He's gonna probably rise.
Okay, so that's all you really need to see of that one. We will slow it down and show you as well. For me, the whole pattern of that shot was so unnatural. I personally can't find a reason as to how that is legit. I've looked at it over and over again, analysed it. How can his aim bounce from being at one point to another in such a short space of time? His aim hits 3 different points in less than a second, and the way in which it moves is not a natural recoil pattern. It's not natural thumbstick movements. So how could that happen? For me, watching that first time, it looked like it snapped and locked onto 3 different points. 1, 2, 3. But in the shape of an arrow. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to slow it down for you. I want you guys to see the pattern of his shooting and tell me how it's natural. Tell me how that is natural of a pro player, of somebody who plays the game 8 to 10 hours a day, or somebody who plays the game on a regular basis, or somebody who competes in tournaments. I've never seen anything like this before. Let's take a look at it in slow motion now.
Yeah, he can crawl back to you.
Maybe. He's gonna probably rise. Freaking dude.
Yeah, he can crawl back to you.
Maybe. He's gonna probably rise.
9 times out of 10, when I do slow motion videos, it actually makes the video look less suspicious. That's half the reason why I slow it down, because I want to see if any bullets are missed. I want to see if there's any natural adjustments within there, or whether it's just snapping to targets, locking onto targets, and so on. But even slowing that one down, the fact that it goes from point A to point B, then to point C so fast, and the way in which it does, and the shape it moves, how is that natural? Somebody explain to me in the comments how that is natural behaviour, especially of a controller player. So there's no flicks on a mouse because it's controller. Explain that to me. Let's go on to the next clip now. Very small clips, all the time, small clips. It doesn't matter how big or small a clip is. It doesn't matter if he knew the enemy was out there or not. We are not in any way, shape or form analysing this gameplay for wall hacks. We are only watching his aim. Let me give you my take on that clip that we've just watched. For me, I saw him go out and have a clean cut shot at the enemy, which looked legit. His crosshair placement was perfect on the enemy. Starts to shoot, enemy shoots back, so he peeks back inside. From being back inside, he jumps back out and starts shooting at where the enemy was as he's gone inside the building. But all of a sudden, the enemy is jumping to his right, and it looks like his aim has an elasticated snap to the enemy. So we'll watch it again now in slow motion, guys, and hopefully it allows you to form a better decision on whether or not you think it was suspicious. Let's take a look in slow motion now. What do you guys think of that? It's at this point here, when he's jumped back out, his ADS is going towards the left where the enemy actually is, but the enemy jumps to his right, yeah? And the aim flicks back. It's the speed in which it happens, though. So we've seen it in full speed, we've seen it in slow motion. From there, it whips back perfectly, and it looks like it hits center chest on the enemy. What do you guys think of that one? Let's move on to the next clip now. Okay, so this one I was actually sent, and I've been sent this quite a lot. And it's because of a snap that occurs. He's aiming at the window on this building and his aim snaps to the right. But what I want to say is if you look at the minimap, you can actually see an enemy on this building. It's not the clearest of pictures, but you can see the red dot there. So let's watch the clip now.
Behind you.
Okay, throughout that, he did get a hit marker or two. But I will say that doesn't seem very suspicious to me. Although it does look like a snap, it doesn't seem very suspicious. The reason for that is 1, he's got a teammate down there. 2, there's a red dot on the minimap showing an enemy in the building in that location where he snaps to. So that one for me isn't suspicious. It does look it on first glance. But when you analyse the clip properly and you see all the little things and add them together, it becomes okay, becomes normal behaviour. So for me, that clip wasn't suspicious at all. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next one now. He lands on top of a building, he jumps down, he shoots at an enemy. The first shots look fine. He then moves to the right because the enemy is pushed to the right behind the vehicle. And then when he takes his shot, it's almost like his shot is to the right of the enemy and then it readjusts itself perfectly to the enemy. And it does look like a snap, guys. It really does. I want you guys to have a look at the clip. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's watch it now.
Got off. Right, Hector. Get off. Get off.
Where? Okay. Yeah, I don't have fucking dude. I'm
under
dead.
fire.
You're an
Strike
asshole, bro.
incoming.
For
Take
what?
cover.
I need plays, bro.
I don't like the bar.
I don't have any papa.
Effective shot.
So when he jumps down off the building, he shoots the guy, it looks fine, it looks natural. But when he moves to the right and takes his shots then, it looks like it snaps to the enemy and sticks to the enemy, especially when the enemy's going down. So we'll go back and watch that again now. As you can see, he's landed on the roof. UAV up, so he knows the enemy locations.
You're an
Strike
asshole, bro.
incoming.
For
Take
what?
cover.
Jumps down. These are the first shots I was talking about, which look fine. But watch this shot now. There's something not right about this one.
I don't like the bar.
I don't have any papa.
Let's watch it again in slow motion.
I don't have any.
What do you guys think of that? It's not the most suspicious clip we've seen, but something about it just doesn't seem natural. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's go on to the next clip now. Okay, now this one again has got what appears to be a snap happening within the clip. So what we're going to do, we'll play the clip all the way through and then let you guys decide whether or not you believe there was a snap within there or whether he was locking onto an enemy or whether it was just natural movement.
Yeah, I cracked.
Okay, so you saw that. Let's pull it back a little bit. Watch it again in slow motion. What do you guys think of that? Does it look natural? Or does it look like something assisted him within that clip? Let me know in the comments below. This clip was clipped by somebody on his channel. It's called AAOP, which I'm saying is aim assist overpowered. And yes, within this clip, if this is natural aim assist, I don't think it is, but if it is, then it is extremely overpowered in this clip. He's aiming down sight, he pulls his crosshair to the left up until his crosshair perfectly places on an enemy who is on a vehicle, and then it drags completely to the right at full speed with the vehicle. So what we're going to do now, we're going to show you the clip and then let you guys decide whether or not you think this was aim assist being overpowered, but if you think it was something else. Let's watch it now.
Drain
Those
earlier.
guys went to gulag. Those guys went to gulag. The number didn't go down.
Gas is moving.
Oh, W did. Recon over
Oh,
there.
right here to the left. Right here to the left.
Heading out.
Beam this fucking guy.
Cracked. Bullet that. Oh my god.
Shots, bro.
What do you guys think of that? You can see the vehicle show up on the minimap, that's fine. Again, we are not talking about wall hacks. You would have been able to hear the quad bike anyway from that distance. It's the way in which his aim, as he's going to aim at the quad bike, is pulling from right to left. And then as soon as his crosshair hits the enemy who is on the quad bike, it drags to the right with him at perfect speed with the quad bike and tracks it perfectly up the hill until the guy's dead. He doesn't hit all shots, by the way. There's trees in there, the guy's on a vehicle and so on. But it seems like it just stops dead on the enemy from right to left, stops dead, and then his movement changes to the exact speed of the enemy who's on the quad bike as it moves left to right. Let's watch it again in slow motion.
To the left. Right here to the left.
Heading out.
Beam this fucking guy.
What do you think of that? Let me know in the comments below. In this clip, again, we are not talking about wall hacks in any way, shape or form. He's got full knowledge of where the enemy is and he's pushing towards him. So there's been a gunfight prior to this, or he spotted him prior to this. He starts pushing towards him. What I'm going to be concentrating on in this clip is as he gets close to the enemy and he shoots at him, it looks like it snaps to the enemy again. Let's take a look at the clip now.
Motherfucker.
So as I've said, they already know each other are there. And you see a sort of snap from right to left onto the enemy as soon as he shoots. And we will slow that down for you now as well. What do you think of that? Does that look like natural aim assist to you, or does that look like it's snapping onto the enemy? Let me know in the comments below. Well, there we have it, guys. Plenty of clips there of DIAZ BIFFLE where it does seem suspicious. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget, guys, follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!